he be tripping. I ain't tripping.
But that's all kids, you know? Biological kids, your step kids, all kids. You know, it can be your niece and nephew.
I'm talking about kids.
If you go kid, they be like, oh, dang, you tripping.
They be cool until they be like, huh, yeah, Uncle B-Rat cool, till they start tripping.
Yeah, that's a fact. Okay.
Yeah.
But, anyway, yeah, you know, like I said, I had some mingles and dingles with, you know, older guys because that was just more my speed. But, like I said, I never had like a real man like my baby daddy. He was just always into just buying me stuff and all that. So it wasn't really like treating like a woman. So when I had got that experience from him, I ain't never really, you know, the most fun I ever had was just going shopping. You know, he was like, oh, you want to go get these shoes or like this purse or whatever. So like we went out and like out to eat, but that's nothing. It was nothing really romantic. Like how sometimes we go out for romantic, and you even did like picnics and stuff before, so you have done beautiful romantic things for me.
Thank you, baby.
So I just be like, you know, it's the sweetest thing. So with that, I fell in love. You know what I'm saying? I fell out of lust into love. I ain't gonna lie, cause you know I ain't gonna lie. Like most people, like was you lusting at first? People just, you know.
Yeah, that's how I start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I start. Shit,
But then you build this bond, and it's so, with me and him, it was just so natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, we known each other because we moved pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, we did.
It wasn't how like you move fast and you like, you know, what the heck did I do? You know, it was natural, as in like we known each other. It felt like I was like his age or he was my age. Like all the time, I kind of feel like I grew up with you. Like if
That's
it was
true.
high school sweethearts.
That's
you know
why
what I'm saying?
Inglewood Hannah.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you know, it feel like that our chemistry is like super, super on point. And ain't no beat miss. Like people always say, oh, you stick with somebody like your age or something. Sometimes that's why, to me, I feel some people, not nobody who's immature, and I'm not saying like, you know, older guys should go hunting for like young girls or nothing like that. But if you have like that opportunity to present yourself, because sometimes you run into like, you know, if you're at work inside a store and like, you know, a guy, you know, a man who's, you know, mid 40s, you know, or late 30s or something like that, and they see a little young thing and she like 20, 21 or something, and people like, oh, well, you know, she's 21 and you 42. That's really not no big deal if the chemistry rock, you know what I'm saying? If it flow organically, you know?
Right.
And sometimes it can't happen like that. Some people like, oh, you stick to your age. I feel nobody my age could have ever handled me. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, you know, sometime with my attitudes and stuff, I probably would have been like domestic violence up in Nevada and everything. You know what I'm saying?
You would have had all that.
But it's just like a balance. I'm not saying like, you know, I treat him, but he's a man, so he know how to kind of like, you know, let me know, hey, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like, it's more conversing as partners. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking down at me, whatever. Or me happens like, to me being 29, you know, being with like another 29-year-old guy or somebody in their 20s, they not on that level, because all they really think about is smoking weed, going to get some, you know, between the legs, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't really like goal oriented. You know, we thinking about like the big picture, building this credit. We trying to get houses, not a house. You trying to buy a house to get another house, to get another house, and get businesses and build a foundation for your kids and for their kids to come. You know, people my age, I feel they living now. Some people think like that, but you know, they really just like, oh, you know, just want to smoke weed, kick it. You know what I'm saying? YOLO, only live once. Yeah, so basically, you know, what I was saying is just like, guy on my level, it ain't that. And just to put this on the relationship side, some people feel the type of way of people dating out their age bracket, but I mean, what work for others may not work for you, but it just so happened to work for us. It wasn't like he was looking for that, like, dang, I gotta find me like a little, you know, young girl, and I wasn't out. Well, that was my age bracket though, you know, I like older men, so I'm not gonna say it, but I wasn't looking, but that is what I was more so attracted to. But I'm just
Well,
saying.
well,
But it.
let me ask you this though, not to cut you off. So
No.
since you going into, how did you feel about, what I'm saying, with dating older men? You already into older men, but I probably was the oldest one that you ever, what I'm saying, dated.
You were, because
How
when
did
we
you-
first met, you were 41.
So how did you feel about that? I was 41 years old.
It didn't bother me.
It didn't bother you?
No, I mean,
Because the oldest you probably dated was what, like 30 something?
my baby daddy at the time was 35. So that it's not. See, it wasn't really off. Like he was 35, about to turn 36. So it's not like I was like, oh, I was 20 and my oldest dude was 29. So still, that's still kind of close. Like I said, when I first met you, you were 41. I was 19, about to turn 20. So
Right.
it didn't bother. I did say, like, not like he's old, but like 41. I'm like, oh, dang, this is a lot more seasoned me. You know what I'm saying? He a lot more seasoned. So I was just like, oh, like.
Pretty much what you needed to balance you out, though.
Yeah, so when we started hanging out and everything, like I said, it was really like on a lustful part for me. I was just like, I'm a little sexy young. This is my initial thought, you know what I'm saying? I'm a sexy little young tender. Let me go ahead and, put it on him so he can be like, But once we really start hanging out and genuinely got to know each other,
Right.
I mean, the stuff just flowed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
this flow like water.
Yeah,
It
like
flowed.
this is my friend. Like I said, I could not picture myself with nobody else. It's just, crazy that like the age gap be different, but this is my best friend. This is like my husband. Yes, babe. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just weird, not no incest part, but he sometimes we have like a brother with sister relationship. Sometimes he get on my nerves. I get on his nerves. Like we great partners. With moving our family in the right direction.